My son woke me at night and told me, "There's another daddy in the house." I was gently nudged awake in the middle of the night. I saw my 4-year-old son standing in front of me, clutching his favorite bear. He whispered something inaudibly to me. In my haze, I could not quite make out what he said. "What, buddy?" I mumbled groggily, trying to grasp the blurred edges of wakefulness. "There's another daddy downstairs," he whispers, his voice innocent and unaware. "Just like you, but he's angry." An icy shiver cascades down my spine. I pull my son up, tucking him securely beside his mother, my wife, who is still sleeping. I feel a pinch of fear as I reach behind my bedside table, retrieving the aluminum baseball bat I keep there for emergencies. As I tread down the staircase, every creaking wooden board beneath my feet sounds very loud. I try to rationalize it. It must be a bad dream, his imagination run wild. I mean, we do have a security system, and it hasn't sounded any alarm, yet. As my foot touches the bottom step, a strong, familiar scent engulfs me. The rich, intoxicating aroma of single malt scotch fills the air. I haven't had a sip in years, yet the smell is unmistakable. Fear churns in my stomach, making me queasy. This scent has no place in my sober house. I'm sober, aren't I? The scent seems to be getting stronger, more potent, making my head spin, and then I hear it, a raspy panting, seeping into the silence. The rhythmic, ragged breaths echo through the quiet, a sign of rage, of an intensity so fierce it's almost palpable. It reminds me of a wild dog, panting after an intense fight, not quite ready to let go of the adrenaline. The source is stationary, emanating from the dining room. I take a deep breath, summoning every ounce of courage, and peer around the corner. Bathed in the muted moonlight seeping in from a window, a figure stands still, facing the wall. A man's figure. My heart threatens to burst from my chest as I take in the sight. It stands there, each breath a growl, facing an otherwise blank wall with a portrait. My wife's bridal portrait hangs there, a memory of a day filled with love and joy. The figure, the man, has vandalized it, smeared it with the vile word mistake. The realization sparks a fire of panic inside me. I tighten my grip on the bat, frozen in a limbo of fight or flight. Should I retreat, gather my family and run, or should I attack while the intruder is still unaware of my presence? As I stand there in a battle with my own indecision, I notice the uncanny resemblance of the figure to me. It's like looking into a twisted mirror. The shock turns to horror when the figure turns slowly, peering over its shoulder, and speaks with a voice so haunting it sends chills down my spine. "I hate you." I could barely stammer out a "what" before it speaks again, each word a blow to my sanity. "I hate you. I hate everything about you. This is your fault, all of it." Terror fills every pore of my being. The realization of the blood-drenched room only amplifies my horror. It's everywhere. The walls, the floor, the man's clothes, his hair. It's like the room has been painted with blood. Suddenly, the man lunges at me. In a frantic rush of adrenaline, I manage to slam the door shut just in time, feeling him pull against it from the other side. His enraged screams and furious banging are deafening, a cacophony that feels endless. Fear has me in its icy grip, and just when I'm about to lose my strength, the struggle stops. I'm hesitant to let go, fearing the man might find another way into the house. So, with my heart still pounding, I rushed upstairs. In my haste to check on my son, I flick on the light, the harsh brightness revealing a sight that will haunt me for the rest of my life. My son, covered in blood, sitting on the bed next to my wife. My beautiful wife, her skull gruesomely bashed in, is still. "Daddy, you made Mommy sick with your bat. Why did you do that?" The bat was covered in blood and chunks of bone and hair. Blood soaked my shirt and face. What had I done? I was holding the bat in my right hand and something in my left. It was my glass of scotch.